Ashton Jeanty, Jack Bech, Darien Porter, and Dont'e Thornton are four guys I absolutely loved, and in part 1 of this video, I broke down those players individually and what I thought they would add to this football team. But today, we got part 2. Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant, Tonka Hemingway, right? We got guys everywhere. Cam Miller, Tommy Mellott. We're going to break down some of these guys, and I'm going to show you why the second half of the NFL draft was maybe even better in terms of value for the Las Vegas Raiders. So, hey, hit the like button. Rookie minicamp is right around the corner. If you guys want me to cover that, let me know in the comments. Let's dive in. Now, the first guy that I love from this draft class, at least late in the later rounds, Charles Grant. Absolute steal. Could be a potential decade starter at left tackle or right tackle, but this guy has the athleticism, he's got the height, he's got the length, he's got everything that you look for in a tackle. Now, the one thing about him is he's very, very raw as a player. He's not a guy that's going to come in and be a day one starter, but he has that potential on day one. He needs to be, developed. He needs to be mentored, maybe by Colton Miller, but this is a guy that adds insane versatility and plays like an absolute monster, okay? Plays through the whistle, relentless, high motor. I mean, look at him. Now, he is playing against not D1 type of talent, but man, when you look at his overall draft profile, you're going to see the run blocking grade was out of this world at a 90.4. The pass blocking grade was an 88.1. But look at the measurables here. 6'4", 300 pounds, is only 23 years old, so has a lot of room to grow. Now again, the reason a lot of people like this dude is the power that he has in the lower half of his body, right? Let's see. Okay, right here. His lower body is a true asset, and he could develop into a solid contributor if he adds some upper body strengths and refines his hand technique. So again, this is something that coaches and mentors can help develop over a period of time. And then building upper body strength is going to be really easy for him. Now he's going to have NFL coaches. He's going to have NFL, everything. The coaching in the NFL is just so much better, from how to lift, right? The strength coaches, right? How to eat properly. This guy is going to have the potential to develop into a dog, right? Above average lateral quickness. Again, the athleticism jumps off the tape, gets across defenders and reach blocks with ease, advances to second level quickly. Again, foot speed, love it. And then a wrestling background. This guy is just, could be deadly. Now again, we'll face a serious jump in competition. There's 4 starts against FBS teams, low hand setup and protection. So again, he hasn't played top end talent, but he does have top end potential. And then there's Caleb Rogers, who is another prospect that I think deems and has a lot of potential as maybe a pulling guard at the NFL level. He's got really good quickness and a very good motor as well. When you watch these guys' interviews, you can tell one thing, just good guys, man. These guys are good human beings, and that's something you want to build a culture around. And I feel like Pete Carroll and John Spytek are not only getting guys with high-end potential, but the mindset and the growth mindset, the ability to just be good people as well as high potential football players. It really makes a good again, you see him play through the whistle almost every single time. Look at this play here. He goes for the double team, right? He sticks on and then he drives him back into the ground. Again, I am very high on Caleb Rogers. I don't know where he will fit in on this offensive line. Probably won't in year 1, but man, again, you talk about potential, you see Caleb Rogers all day long. And again, another pick that I love. I like Charles Grant a little bit more in terms of potential, but Caleb Rogers is right there. Now, clearly, played at a little bit better of a school, played a lot better competition for the most part. His grades weren't as good, nearly, but one thing I like about him is consistency and the ability to be available, right? He's played 13 games every single season, played about over 1,000 snaps in every single season. Now, we'll see how he continues to develop, but again, when you look at the first look, 6'5", 310 pounds, 23 years old, highly experienced offensive lineman with 55 career starts and good athleticism as well. We're going for athletic freaks just like Mark Davis would have wanted. This is another guy that needs to develop, but man, could be a really good swing offensive lineman, left guard, right guard. You can play a lot of different spots for you, so I love that versatility by itself. And then there's this big-time steal in Tonka Hemingway. Now, I thought he would go in the 3rd round. He ends up going in the 4th, and they steal him. This is an interior pass rusher that, honestly, if I'm being completely real, probably fits more as an edge rusher for this team than anything else. He's not as big as you'd want in the NFL as an interior defensive lineman, but he holds all of the athleticism in the world to rush the quarterback from an interior defensive lineman standpoint, but also has that versatility where he can bounce out wide, right? We just saw the blueprint from the Philadelphia Eagles. How do you win the Super Bowl? How do you beat the Kansas City Chiefs? You just throw guys at them, right? Having guys in the second and third level of your depth chart, being able to rotate in and still get to the quarterback. Tonka Hemingway, yes, is a little bit of a tweener where he's not really a defensive tackle. He's not really a 5-tech, but you can definitely move him in a bunch of different spots and just show him how to get to the quarterback in different spots, right? So, again, another pickup I love. Now, before we get any further into Tonka Hemingway and talk a little bit more about him, make sure you guys do me a favor, hit that like button. If we get, let's say, over 700 likes on this video, we will be dropping non-stop Raiders videos throughout the entirety of rookie minicamp, guys. It's going to be sick. It's going to be fun. And then you got minicamp, and then you got training camp. Get ready. We're about to have a great offseason here, so join the family. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we got you guys covered. Let's dive back into the video. All right, so looking at Tonka Hemingway, he did have a better 2023 than he did 2024. I believe if he was in the draft last year, he probably would have been a second rounder. But again, the value that they get here in the next year, look at this. This is my favorite stat, 10.6% pass rush win rate. This guy can get to the quarterback. He really knows how to do it well. He had 19 hurries this year, 19 hurries last year, 16 hurries in 2022. He has always been hyper productive at the position, and a guy that I really do like in terms of just overall potential. His measurements place him, like I said, right, a tweener category between interior defensive line and edge rusher. So basically you got a 3-tech or a 5-tech, or I don't think he's a 7-tech, but again, fits on the defensive line, hand on the ground. His athleticism suggests a better fit on the edge. Okay, so that's kind of what I thought as well, probably an edge rusher, where his explosiveness can stand out, and his limited anchor strength won't be easily exposed from the tackles, right? So I love this potential. Let's go. And then there's JJ Pegues. I mean, this guy is a difference maker. I mean, because of the versatility that he brings as an overall player, starting at Auburn, I believe he was more of like a fullback, tight end type of player. But then for whatever reason, Brian Harsin comes in after Gus Malzahn, leaves. Brian Harsin says, hey, you know what? Let's play you at D-line. You want to play D-line? He said, you know what? I'll do whatever it takes, okay? First of all, that's a player that anybody would want. But not only was he good at defensive line, he was really good. I mean, we already know that Ole Miss had one of the best D-lines in college football last year, and this is one of them. A former tight end, fullback, and not only does he play a lot of fullback, he had some rushing touchdowns, right? He had a lot of rushing opportunities on short situations. This is a guy that can play both sides of the field. We're talking about Travis Hunter. Okay, clearly, I'm just kidding. But you guys get what I mean. A guy that has a lot of versatility. He can play all along the defensive line and just adds a ton of just spice and a new dynamic to this football team in both the run and pass game. I am super excited about his game overall. Now, overall, when you look at his draft grades, you can just see really good run defender, had an 8.9% run stop rate, but a 9.3% pass rush win rate percentage as well. A guy that I love, has been productive throughout his NFL career thus far, had 4 sacks, 3 sacks, 3 sacks, 24 hurries this season in 2024. Overall, guy that I thought had really good quickness and, very good versatility in a number of different situations. You see here, it says versatile player for a number of reasons and could be a fan favorite for his relentless play on defense and the ability to play some goal line packages offensively. Okay, elite quickness, change direction ability, left offensive lineman grasping for air on some reps, won both on the interior and edge for Ole Miss. And overall, guys, you look at the depth chart for the Raiders, you can get excited for the trenches, right? We talked about Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant, Tonka Hemingway, JJ Pegues, right? In the next video, what we're going to do is break down more of Tommy Mellott, and Cam Miller and Cody Lindeberg. So again, if you want a part 3, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Again, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. I don't know what that says, but you guys know what I mean. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.